In this exercise, we are going to fill an array with 9 values. We are expecting two outputs. The first one will give us the length of our array, and the second one will give us the smallest value inside it. So in this case, the smaller value will be 2. But if I'm writing 1, one of the values, I'm having 1. So obviously we are expecting our algorithm to find automatically which value is the smallest, right? Same thing for the length. We are expecting a solution to find what is the length of our array automatically, okay? I'm waiting for you for a solution. Okay, here we go. So the length method is a really good thing to return automatically the length of an array. So in this case, our array is called myArray. So our variable that contains an object of type array is myArray. So I can do this, a dot, and IntelliJ will automatically provide me length, and I'm writing my semicolon, and this expression will return me immediately the length of our array. So in this case it's 9. It's 9 because you remember our indexes are starting from 0 and will stop at 8. The last one will be 8. I'm declaring a variable called min value, and I'm using what is inside my index 0. So this expression will return the value that is written inside the index 0, at index 0. In this case it's 5. So I'm storing on my min value variable the value which is on the left of my array, and my algorithm is going to check all the values from the left to the right and compare them. It will compare min value that I'm storing in my temporary variable, and every value inside the array will be compared to my min value. When I'm finding a smaller value, I will store it in my min value. Here we go. I'm using our length, which is 9, to set my for statement. All right. This way I'm comfortable because I know I will stop at the index 8 and I will not have index out of bound exception. All right. This is really important. I think you understood it, because if I'm setting here a 9, my for will try to access an index that doesn't exist in my array, and we will have an index out of bound exception. So to prevent this, to avoid this, we are using the length, which is 9, and as my for statement will keep going until I is smaller than 9, so it will be 8, I'll be okay, and I'm not going to have any issue whatsoever. Each turn I'm doing my array I, so the first turn my array I means I is 1, contains the value 1, so it says my array at index 1. So I'm checking this value because, as you remember, the first index is 0. Okay? So I'm checking if 9 is smaller than what I'm having in my temporary variable I called mean value. So I'm comparing 9 to mean value to see which one is a smaller. Okay. In this case, hit the pause button and try to figure out if my if return will return a true or a false. So in this case, my array I at index I is 9. Is 9 smaller than 5? The answer is no. So I'm not entering this code block, and I'm not going to execute this expression, all right? So, as you understood now, I'm using my for statement to check all the values on my array, and all of them will be compared to what's inside minimum value, so my temporary variable. Is 5 smaller, is 9, sorry, smaller than 5? No. Is 7 smaller than 5? No. Is 474 smaller than 5? No. Is 5 smaller than 5? No. Is 4 smaller than 5? Yes. Yes. At this point, in mean value, we will have 4. Is 2 smaller than 4? Yes. So each time I'm going to hit a smaller value than my mean value variable, I will rewrite the new value of my mean value. And I will hit the end of my array, and we will be good to go, because our array will give us, or for statement will give us in the mean value variable the smaller value inside it. Okay. So one more time, I'm picking the first value on my array, storing it in mean value, and I'm checking all the value to compare them with my mean value. If I'm not finding the smaller value, I'm going to the next one. But when I'm finding a smaller value, I'm writing a new value in mean value, because now the smaller one is 4, and then the smaller one is 2, and then the smaller one is 1, okay? So obviously, if I'm changing 1 to 0, my program will detect it automatically. I hope this is clear for you, and I will catch you in the next lecture.